Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So I should be in bed or getting ready for bed, but I wanted to make a video about seeing if the housing crisis is getting better, or is it getting worse, or is it staying the same. So I just kind of wanted to look at a town that I used to live in Arizona for about 4 years, and wanted to see some of the prices and see if some people are out of their minds what the prices that they're asking, see just how much they got it for maybe like 15, 20 years ago, or like 5 years ago, and see how much they're asking for now. So looking in Goodyear, Arizona, this is where I used to live. So yeah, like I said, I should be in bed, but the last couple of days they haven't been good, to be honest with you. Work's been hell, and my basement actually flooded yesterday. Rained really hard here, and one of the I think one of my cats knocked in one of the balls, the Christmas balls or something like that, in my sump pump, and somehow it got stuck in the sump pump and clogged the whole thing. And yeah, so I think we got like 2 inches of water in here, and I haven't been able to turn all my photography lights on, and I can't really turn anything really on except for like the headlights and maybe one photography light to kind of give me a little bit of light. So yeah, so I might make a video about that, just because the last couple of days it's like, man, you start taking some steps forward in life, and then you just take a few steps back, and it's like, what's that saying, 10 steps forward, like 5 steps back, I don't even know. Just like, it's been hell the last couple of days. So but yeah, just maybe I'll make a video about that, just because, yeah, like I said, we weren't expecting that at all. So just kind of we start paying off debt, and we're trying to pay off our fence and pay off debt, and we're starting to budget and get things taken care of. Then we have this happen. Thank God we have insurance for that. So we looked into it, and we do have insurance. Like I said, I might make a video about it, so I don't want to give too much information. So, but anyway, I'm still keeping my head up high, and just trying to get through this bull crap the last couple days. So, but anyway, I wanted to make a video for you guys, and trying to keep the content going, even though it's just late, and I just wanted to do that. So let's see here. So I went in Goodyear, Arizona, I went to the max of 600,000. So I'll just kind of run through a little bit and just see what we're looking at. So let's just try the first one here. So 599,000. Let's see if my internet will work. All right. All right, 599,000. We got 5 bedroom, 3 baths, 2548 square feet. Pretty nice house, If you see the pictures, looks like a nice house. Let's see, built in 2002. Man, that's really nice. That is really nice. So let's see. Let's go back here. All right, so let's go down and see kind of what we're looking at here. Like I said, I looked at it on my phone, so it might be a little bit different here. So let's see here. Property history. All right. Okay. So yeah, let's be depressed. I saw some of these prices, and I'm like, man, that's depressing, just how much you got it for back in the day. So in Goodyear, Arizona, which is a nice area outside of Phoenix, in 2002 it sold for $188,311, which that is a really good deal. That is about, what, 23 years ago or something like that. So let's see here. Sold in 2020 for 272,000, and so I'm guessing that somebody bought it up, because it's sold, unless they just wanted to move the following year. But if I had to take a guess, it's like, it says Arizona Regional MLS. I'm not sure exactly what that is, but unfortunately all these companies are buying up all the houses and flipping them. I don't have a problem with that, but man, when it comes to like supply and demand with some of this stuff. There's not a lot of stuff to go around. There's not enough houses for everybody, and people, these companies that have all the money and just can buy them up and just flip them, like they're basically just hiking up the prices, and nobody can afford it, man. So I don't know. I'm thinking eventually it's gonna, kick him right in the butt here soon. But let's see here. 2020 it sold for 272,000, and then in 2021 somebody bought it for $550,000. Man, that is a. The following year they got a what? Maybe $275,000 profit on that. If I'm, like I said, my math's terrible. So, but man, and now they're trying to sell it in 2025 for 600,000 pretty much. The person is. So I guess that's not too bad of what they're asking for. Like, they're asking for what, a 50,000, they would get like a $50,000 profit. I think they were asking for 624,000. So, but yeah, that is insane. So, let's see here. How long has it been on the market for? I don't know if it says here. Let's go back here. I feel like the price of houses are going down. I meant like for how long they've been on the market for. I feel like they're not selling like hotcakes like they were, just because the interest rate is like higher. And people are just asking. I guess $489,000 isn't too bad of a price, but at the same time, when you look at kind of what it was when somebody bought it for in 2020, and then doing that, it's just nuts. So let's go back. Sorry guys, my internet's just been really just bad right now. We've had some storms, and I think it's just kind of made my internet slow. My wife was saying that too. She's a photographer and she was editing. Yeah, something's going on here. Can't even close out of this. There we go. Oh my god. Alright, hold on. Let's just go back. Let's try a different house and just kind of see what we're looking at here. Okay. Sorry about that. Alright. So this house right here, 525,000. See, it's like you click into it and it's like, I don't know. Alright, built in 1997. 525,000, 2 bedroom, 2 bath, 1445. So a 2 bedroom. Usually people would probably stick to 3 bedroom, but if it's like a single couple, they probably don't care. So let's see here. Property history. Alright, so this house in 1999 sold for $159,000. Looks like they sold it in 2011 for, what was it? 200. They listed it for 219,000, and then they sold it for 175,000. So they did get a little profit, not as much, but yeah, that was during the recession. So, and then in 2020, when it was at its highest, 270,000, that company, it looks like a company came in maybe and bought it. If I had to take a guess what that Arizona Regional thing is, I think, I'm not sure. And then now they're asking 525,000 in 5 years, man. 5 years it went up. What is that, like they're asking like a 94.44%? Is that what I'm seeing? They're asking for, what is that, like a 200, if they do sell it, that's like a $270,000 profit, if I'm doing the math correctly. I don't know. Like I said, I just see this Arizona Regional thing. I don't know what that is. Maybe it's a real estate company. Maybe that's what it is. I'm not sure. But man, that's just crazy. It went from 270, like it's nuts for like two, like from in 9 years it went from 175 to 270. So they got like $100,000 profit in like 10 years. And then now they're asking for in 5 years it went up that much. Like jeez, I would think maybe it would go up to like in 5 years 300 and like 15,000, maybe 320. But man, 525,000, that's just nuts. I hope people kind of look at that stuff and just kind of realize, it's just maybe, I don't know, people want homes now, maybe they're desperate, but my God, it's gone up that much. It's a nice house. I mean, it's really nice. So, like I said, I've been kind of a little homesick the last couple of days. Maybe that's why I started looking. I don't think I'm going to go or buy anything, or, unless I get a really good deal. Maybe if the housing market crashes or something like that, and like I could like eventually, have it for living there in the winter or something. But eventually. But yeah, that's crazy. Let's look at another home. Alright, this one looks nice. Another 2 bedroom, 2 bath, 2,131 square feet. So that's pretty big. That's kind of like my mom's house in Buckeye. Hers is about that. So $475,000. Let's see kind of what we're looking at as well. Built in 1998. Amelia Drive. I feel like I know where that is too. I feel like I remember that street somewhere. Property history. Alright. Let's see here. So it was built in 1998. It's not showing how much they bought it for. But then they sold it in 2005 for $386,000. 386,000. And then now they're trying to sell it for. They sold that in 2005, and now they're wanting $475,000 for it. I guess for that. I guess for the square footage, it's not too bad. 2 bedroom, 2 bath. Like I said, there's not like too many bedrooms, but maybe if it's like just a couple and no kids or something. So, in 20 years, it went up 80,000 or something like that. I guess that's not too bad. I feel like, man, they paid a lot of money for that house back in 2005. I don't know how much like I said, that square footage is pretty big, but man, I don't know how 386,000. I feel like they bought that house for a lot back in 2005. Jeez. I don't know. This price doesn't seem like it's out of the ordinary, I guess, when it comes to what they're asking for. I'm thinking if it was that in 2005 and now they're asking 475,000, that's like what, $90,000 more. I guess that's not too bad. They're not like really ridiculous. They're not like being ridiculous about it. It doesn't look like there's anything really wrong with it based on the pictures. It looks really nice. So that one didn't seem too bad. Let me know in the comments if you see anything different that I'm not seeing. I'm just kind of skimming through and just kind of checking really quick. I've never really done this before, so I'm just curious. So let's see this house right here. This one's 565,000, 3 bedroom, 2 bath, 2,700 square feet. So that's got almost like 3,000 square feet. Coolidge Street. I remember that street. Very nice house. Let me guess the year. I'm gonna guess that was built in 2008. I'm gonna guess 2008. Oh, 2007. I was close. I don't know how I guessed that, but I was like, it kind of looks newer. Let's see here. Property history. Okay. Looks like this house has been. Alright. Looks like it's been sold a ton. Does that say sold for 882,000? Is that right? Or am I what? $882,000? No way. And then sold? No way. What am I looking at? Because it said it was sold built in 2007, so I don't know what that is. Okay. I'm gonna say this is the number. This is the price of it sold, 426,707. I don't know what that one is. This makes more sense right here. So let's say 426,707, and then sold for 215,000 in 2009. So that was during the housing crash, the housing market crash. So yeah, they lost a ton of money on that, man. Holy crap. They lost like what? Almost close to 200,000. Wow. Yeah, it was, man, the housing market crash, man, it was crazy. My parents actually lost their house as well. My mom had her own boutique. She had to close down her business. My dad got laid off of his job. We worked actually at the same place. He got me a job at a place where they made bulletproof vests for the military. And yeah, like it was, like I said, he got laid off. My mom lost her business. Eventually, like a year or two later, they lost their home. Like it was sad, man. That was a really hard time. It really was. But yeah, funny story about that place that we worked at. So Ice-T, I think, lives in Scottsdale, Arizona, I believe, and he actually came in to that place to get a bulletproof vest for SVU, I think, the show that he's on. If I had to take a guess. And so yeah, my friend got to meet him, and he told me about it, and I just missed it. So yeah, he got to meet him. He was there and everything. So let's see here. I'm not sure what all these like. Are these for rent? Oh, okay. Are they renting it? Okay. Listed in 2016 for 340,000. Sold in 2017 for 310,000. So yeah, they got some profit out of that. 2019 sold for 390,000. Yeah, got like $80,000 profit. So yeah, this house has been all over the place, and now they're asking 565,000 for it. Wow. So it went from 2019 to 2025, 565 from 390. So what is that? Like they're wanting $160,000 more from like what, 6-7 years ago? Let me know that if that makes sense, guys. Let me know, like, that should not be. That's how bad it is right now when it comes to finding houses and like the just how much their people are asking for and their profits. I don't know. I'm sure somebody will buy it, but man, I think it is right now a little bit for the seller. But I don't know, man. This stuff should just piss you off a little bit. If you're like I said, if you bought something in like before 2020, you're lucky, man. You got a good deal. My wife and I bought our house in 2021 when interest rates were really low. We got like a 2.9 interest rate on our house. We got it for a decent, pretty good deal. We bought a new build, so I think total with all the add-ons and stuff, we paid like 240,000 for it. So I think we paid it down. I think now we owe like 209,000 on it. So yeah, with the interest rate being that low, like everybody was wanting to buy a house. Now I think they're at 7%. I guess it's better than the 80s. I heard the 80s, like the housing like prices were low, but their interest rate was like 12 to like 13%. All right, let's look at a few other. This one, okay, let's look at this one here because it has like the. See, when people do the thing with the drone, I like that. So let's see here. Oh man, I like that house with the palm trees. See, I'm telling you, man, I want to go. I told my wife a couple of days ago I want to go and visit Arizona. Like, so I just want to take a road trip and go. I haven't been there in like what, 5 years. All right, 2 bedroom, 2 bath, 1,886 square feet, Piccadilly Road. I feel like I do remember that one too. Damn, that's a nice house. Whenever I'm just watching TV or just anything on YouTube and I see the sky like that, I don't know what it is. I just know it's Arizona. You don't have to show me anything else. Like if I just see kind of the sky and maybe some like landscaping or a little bit of landscaping or something like that, like immediately I just know you're in Arizona. Yeah, I miss it. Sometimes I get a little homesick. Trying to, man, how do you get this? All right, 545,000, two bedroom, two bath, built in 1998. So Goodyear actually like during night they were building it up back in 1998. I remember my dad. He used to work at Luke Air Force Base. He was in the military. He worked at Luke Air Force Base, which is right outside of Goodyear. And we used to drive down there to go to Blockbuster and a few other places to like rent movies and stuff, just because the town we were living in was kind of new and we didn't have a lot of stuff. So he would take us down there, and there wasn't a lot out there. It was kind of like it was building up. So yeah, I think a lot of maybe these homes started kind of getting built around like the late 90s. Okay. So I think it doesn't show how much it sold for in 1998, but in 2007 they wanted $385,000 for it. It got sold for that, and then in 2025 they want so they've been trying to sell this for what, 5 months now, I believe. So that's pretty. That's not normal. Maybe that's a sign that maybe things aren't selling as much, and maybe if you do have the money, you can go in and get something. $545,000. So for the square footage, what was it? What did I say it was? Oh wait. Okay, I was like 8,000 square feet. I'm like, no way. 1,886 square feet. So that's not like a ton. That's not a ton compared to like the other ones, and I feel like the other ones were asking a little lower if I remember correctly. Two bedroom, two baths. Maybe that's why it's still on the market, just because people are like, no, I'll get something else. Let me know if I'm wrong though in the comments. Like I said, I'm just kind of going through this. Thought it'd be a fun video. I'll look at a few and then think I'll call it a night. For some reason, man, I am not tired at all, to be honest with you though. Like I said, I've had just the worst days last couple days. I just feel like, man, I literally got home like at 10. I had to work a little overtime, and yeah, so I literally got home at like 10. So it's like some days suck. It feels like you just like go to work, come home for a little bit, eat, shower, and then you go to sleep and you're right back at it again. Luckily, I do like my job for the most part, but right now it's like kind of like a busy time. Like the next like week and a half will be busy, so right now it's just kind of a little hectic. So let's look at this one. So this one's 374. Man, wow. So 374,000, four bedroom, two bath. So this one's got four bedroom, two bath. Some of these other ones are two bedroom, two baths, and they're asking like 545,000. So this one 374,000 for 2,008 square feet. So that one doesn't seem that bad. I don't know when it got listed. Let's see here. This is a new build. Okay. That's actually not bad for a new build. Not too I was like, okay. I didn't realize that. So four bedroom, two bath, 2,000 square feet for 374,000. Not too bad, you know. I think the median like cost of a house is like 400, like over 400,000. So I think you're still getting like, a decent deal. It's like a starter home. It's a starter home, but I don't think that's that bad. Looks pretty nice on the inside. Yeah, I was thinking, man, that's actually a pretty good deal. I guess that's for it being it's a brand new house. So I mean, hey, that's not bad. It's been, like go to Arizona, warm weather all the time, nice city. That's really not too bad. The houses out where I live, like they're like that much, and it snows in the wintertime here. So let's see here. So this one's contingent. So let's see what they bought it for. 4 bedroom, 2 bath, 2,179 square feet. So pretty big house. 420,000. So let's see. Let's see if they got ripped off or not. Hopefully not, though. Let's see here. Built in 2001. Also, I wanted to show you guys like my Wolfpack shirt. NW Wolfpack, 1998. Oh man, I miss old wrestling. I was listening to Buff Bagwell. If you're into wrestling, Buff Bagwell, Marcus Buff Bagwell. He's on YouTube. I don't know if you know this, but he had his leg amputated like a month or two ago. I guess he got into a car accident a couple, like 5 years ago, and I guess he's had so much pain in his leg, it's like really affected his life, and he just decided just to amputate it after a while, and yeah, so now I think he has like one of those, I don't know what they call it, prosthetic legs. So, but yeah, check out his channel, Marcus Buff Bagwell, man. That's crazy. He was like, man, him and Scott Steiner were like my favorite. Scott Steiner is like one of my favorite wrestlers, to be honest with you. But like him and Buff together were like, man, they were a good team. They were very entertaining. All right, I'll probably make this one my last one. So let's see if they got ripped off. Oh, so it sold September 7, 2001. 164,207. Wow, that was like what, 4 days before 9/11. So 164,000. Sold it in 2004 for 205,000. Sold it in 2006 for dang 310,000. That's actually wow. In 2 years they got like what, almost 100,000 out of that. Wow. I guess that is a big house. And then what? 19 years later, 420,000. So it's like 35% higher. I guess that's not too bad. I think from it going from what 310,000 to 420,000. I guess a 35% increase in what 19 years isn't too bad, in my opinion. But I don't know. Like I said, I'm just kind of going through 420,000. 4 bedroom, 2 bath, 2,179 square feet. That's not bad. In a good part of town, right outside of Phoenix, you know. So my mom and dad, they bought their house in Buckeye. I think it was like that amount of square footage. It's got like 5 bedroom, maybe 3 bath, 3.5 baths for like 180,000. They bought it in like 2019, no 2018. So they got a pretty good deal. Like I'm pretty sure if my mom wanted to sell it, she could maybe get like I don't know, maybe 350, 400,000 maybe for it. So, but yeah, like I said, if you bought like a house like before 2019, you're lucky. You probably got a way better deal than what these people are getting now. So, but anyway, guys, I think I'm gonna cut the video here. I just wanted to make this. I thought it'd be fun to make. I've seen Jack Morgan make a video like this, and I thought it'd be pretty fun. He lives in Florida. He kind of shows Florida. I used to live in Arizona, so I was thinking, well, let's show Arizona because that's kind of like a warm state. People kind of go there to escape the winter and stuff like that, and move from anywhere just to escape the winter or just wherever. I see a lot of people that are not from Arizona there. There's a ton of them. when I was living there. So if you want to see more videos like this, let me know. Let me know your comments, your opinions about it. I like hearing from you guys. If you like this video and like this content, hit the like button. It helps YouTube see that other people like it, and maybe they'll show other people it. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos. And until next time, guys, I'll see you on the next one.